Okay, so yesterday night, yeah, the update we brought more about Shatta Wale's Yoko arrest. Now, most people are asking, so what really did happen? If you have been following the news for the past weeks, one of the things you do realize is that Shatta Wale has been in a back and forth with Iyoko because Shatta Wale ebe posti on the official Facebook handles that Iyoko stormed with his house with the guns. And after almost storming, if you know, they apparently took custody of a yellow Lamborghini, as Shatta Wale have been seen flexing with that Lamborghini for a while now. But then now more news coming in. Eneda Shatta Wale was picked up and subsequently detained by Yoko, and now more details are coming in. For the starters, people are believing Shatta Wale's arrest may be linked to something more cynical. Mitra Bibia Ebuye pa. And yesterday we share a year what Joy News even said in terms of a year news or the banners or picture stories or nam abefo tinten videos. It clearly shows that Shatta Wale is not just being charged over yellow Lamborghini just say he own, no, but he's being charged for many related activities. And clearly, from what we are looking at from where we stand, Ubibit said things are not really looking good for Shatta Wale. Now, before we go on, because Shatta Wale management Omar Babeka signed a video from Shaha, or see Yoko detained Shatta Wale in connection with money laundering. Number 1, possession of proceeds of crime. Number 2, tax fraud. Number 3, tax evasion. Number 4. So these are the 4 things that Iyoko boss and Iyoko for the investigating Shatta Wale in, and it's all because of a particular yellow Lamborghini. In aid of all of this, so Kasi Sami Fles, who happen to be the PR, so one of the management team and management member of Shatta Wale, Edin Simbia Babe Tuja. Now, according to Sami Fles, this whole thing going on, Ebimu Airpaint says Shatta Wale he's been involved in fraudulent activities. That Joe Remes, Nana Boots, Shatta Wale had something to do with those deals, and not baby. All those things will be because Shatta Wale have been involved in all of those deals, because from where they stand now, it is just because of that yellow Lamborghini, now Shatta Wale air driving. That is the whole genesis of the whole issue. Now, Nankasa in Semno Ebetuja, how he himself phrased this,
Let me make it brief, very, very brief, as much as I can. From the beginning, Shatta has been out there and he has been vocal about this whole Iyoko yellow Lamborghini saga. And according to him, when he bought this car and he was using it as his thing, reports came from Iyoko that the car was linked to one Adubuahin, who is the National Signals Bureau boss, former boss, who is also dealing with the law over issues of state funds and all those things. Of course, when it was linked to him, Shatta proved to Iyoko that no, this car, I bought it. Papers are here with me and all that. So initial stages, that was what was done. Car was picked up, better still, he drove the car to Iyoko he made sure the car goes to Iyoko so that Iyoko can do their investigation. 3 months down the lane, he wasn't hearing anything. Then he comes forward to talk about, this particular issue came up, that this and that and that. Investigation was being done about Adubuahin and the car. Nothing has been heard. So what is happening? That is why he came out to talk. Of course, when it happens like that, definitely, some people's egos will be bruised, and institutions wouldn't want some of these things to be done with their name or about their name, so their egos will be bruised, definitely, and some of these issues are likely to come up, exactly what we are hearing. Unfortunately, when that issue came out first, we saw a statement purported to have come from Iyoko talking about the fact that Shatta Wale was having possession of a stolen vehicle, having proceeds of crime, something. In fact, a story that even till now, whether it officially came from Iyoko or not, it is yet to be ascertained or verified, and that is also okay. We know when you live in a system like Ghana, some of these things you are likely to encounter them, and that is fine. So until yesterday, I think almost late in the evening, when an invitation came that Yoko would want to have Shatta for a meeting. In fact, let me even state emphatically that the first invitation was last week Wednesday. That was 13th August. When the first invitation came, but because of the state funerals and all those things, they postponed it to Wednesday, that is 20th August. And indeed, Shatta Wale decided that if an invitation has come for me to be at Yoko to assist in investigation, why not? I'm a law-abiding person, so he wrote there himself. He went to Yoko himself this afternoon that, okay, I've gotten your invitation, that I'm supposed to be here to assist, or for me to assist you guys in investigating the yellow Lamborghini and all, and some of its related issues. And Shatta went there, presented himself to Yoko, and of course, Yoko started their investigation. So that's between our lawyer, that is lawyer Cephas. He was with Shatta throughout the interrogation process, and when it was done, he brought us information which stated that, okay, after interrogation and everything, Shatta Wale is not involved in any money laundering, just as some people are putting out. Those are lies, total falsehood. They are not true. Shatta Wale is not involved in any money laundering. Shatta Wale has not involved himself in any criminal act, as some news portals, some credible news portals are putting out. They are all falsehood. They are all lies. Shatta Wale has not involved himself with anything. Shatta Wale went to Yoko, defended the fact that he bought his car, and I'm sure Yoko has issues with how he paid taxes on the car he bought, and that is what is in contention. What is in contention is the fact that, okay, you bought it. How did you take care of the tax obligations around the vehicle he bought? And of course, when it comes to issues like this, now they'll be asking questions about your companies. How are you running it? How are you running your companies, your tax here and there? And these are the issues at the moment in contention. And trust me, Shatta Wale and his lawyers are running it, and we are sure going to work this out as early as possible. Now, what is more important is the fact that indeed Shatta Wale has been detained at Yoko, because we went there late to start with. We went there afternoon, and going through bail processes definitely will take time, and we know how the system is in Ghana. When you understand the system, some of these things you are not really surprised by them, because you know how it works. So now what Yoko is demanding is that they still want to have him to investigate the car and the tax and all the issues around his company and all that. Therefore, before they can continue with the process, they want to give him bail, and a bail of 10 million Ghana cedis, with 2 sureties have been placed on the issue as it stands now. And I can promise you that management and legal officers of the dancehall king, they are working feverishly on this, and hopefully tomorrow we are sure going to, or hopefully Thursday 21st August, we are sure going to work this out for everything to be okay. As it stands now, I know many fans are worried, I know many fans are disturbed, and many intend to come to the Yoko office to at least come and show solidarity, to come and show support tomorrow morning, and that is all fine. Management will also be there tomorrow to continue with the process, because as much as this is concerned, we want to make sure everything is okay. Shatta definitely, if it happens like this, he would want to go into it to clear himself. If it happens like this, he would want to go himself to clear his head, at least, so he can have his freedom entirely and to move around his normal duty. So he decided to go himself, and I want to believe he's okay. He's cooperating. After interrogations, I spoke with him. He's very fine. He's cooperating, and he's making sure the law will take its course just as he wants it to be. And he's very, very cooperative with them, in good spirit and all. He sends his regards.
Ni ama mensa Shatta Wale ne manager na se PR Sammy Barflex and yet. So yesterday we give you an update on this issue. Now management is saying other thing, but what we know from what Sammy Flex is saying is that Shatta Wale has been granted a bill of 10 million cedis with 2 sureties, and we are also learning that the investigation expands into multiple fronts. We are looking at tax evasion. We are looking at how he gets his money in terms of revenue. I remember, say, Shatta Wale, those that he aligns himself with, that are Joe Remade, Nana Boots, together with a host of others. All of these people, totaling about 6, have been arrested and are extradited to the United States of America to face charges. So they are just looking at this. Okay, if all of these people bought so many cars, mansions, and some of them happen to be in Shatta Wale's name, was Shatta Wale part of the whole criminal system? Was he benefiting from these criminal proceeds? Was he part of it? Okay, so these are questions, and if Shatta Wale can't answer them currently, what we'll see is that Shatta Wale will be a co-conspirator in all of these crimes, and he will also have to face charges in the US, perhaps being extradited to the United States of America to face charges. And that will be a big blow to Shatta Wale, because immediately he's extradited on these following charges, he will be banned from entering the countries, and that will be a big blow in terms of how he as an artist can be able to move freely and all of those things. So we are looking at this from various angles. Iyoko Aircam for Shatta Wale Aircam for, and we believe it's at the right time we're giving you more updates on all of these issues.